Happy to not be dealing with you both industries.
That sounds very, very elitist.
You don't like our industry?
No, I don't like your industry. I need like a little distance / break.
The level of promotion that artists used to do back in the day cannot be enough now.
No, it's not.
You have to do extra.
Do you not think that Ira and Tems are being drowned out? Even Ashake is drowned out.
Radio cannot blow a song anymore.
God. One album that I know that people have been talking about and raving about on social media, and I've not seen one single bad feedback about the album, is Victony's album.
Victony is a star. Well, it's not a superstar yet.
I feel like everybody likes this guy.
People loved P-Square.
I feel like everybody
They love P-Square music. They don't like P-Square.
Personality.
Personally.
That's a lie. And we are back. Every time I say we are back, I don't know why Tonani is always looking at me so confused, but we are actually back.
Lamborghini Euros, I didn't match up.
I'm not doing this with you.
You know that the part of match that I love? You say, boom, 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 boom.
Tonani and Ogalolu, you should shut up. Let me do my intro, please. Do not take away my voice. Let me do my intro. Welcome to Zero Conditions Podcast. Pour.
I like your shoes.
Period. Thank you. I did match up.
Don't mention the person that made it for you.
No. Tonani, is not about money.
They are not paying us.
It's okay, it's fine. Welcome to Zero Conditions Podcast, brought to you by Pop Central. Like Tonani will always say, this is the podcast that you should be listening to. This is the only podcast that matters. We see your feedback. We see your comments on YouTube. I read the comments.
Every day.
It's okay.
It's
And shout out to everyone sending us messages on, WhatsApp, on Twitter, Instagram, and also via Gmail. At some point, we're going to create time to listen to read out all the messages and send out shout out. The person that won the Chivas Regal 2 weeks ago, you still have not come to take your drink. I see that you don't need it. You want Tonani to drink it. He's always drinking it. And that's on period.
I don't drink anymore.
Tonani, that's a lie. You just finish drinking. Stop pretending. Like, own it. We've got Ogalolu in the building. He's known as Ogalolu on Twitter if you follow him. He used to give 2 cents until he stopped giving 2 cents. Until
he joined the music industry.
And we've also got Dennis in the building.
Mr. Dennis Ade-Peter. Industry giant.
You see Naza?
Nazaman.
Nazaman. When did I ever give 2 cents?
Ogalolu.
You used to use.
I make rest.
Wow.
True, but Dennis does he give 2 cents?
Dennis,
I don't.
In like 2017, yes.
Nah, that was
like 5 years ago.
I used to throw people then, but now I just watch you would do your thing.
Oh, you were a buju before.
That's my guy. Yeah, just stop. That's my guy.
Wow.
You were a buju, then you stopped.
And then you
broke,
decided
then
to.
you got elevated, then you stopped being a troll.
No, not that I got
That's the
elevated.
pipeline.
I got old.
You got old.
Yeah, I got old.
When people are trolling.
Tolani knows a
also
lot
got
about.
old, but I think Tolani has so much blood
I'm
in the
getting
system
there.
that
Don't worry about Tolani. I'm getting there. Slowly, but I'm getting there.
No, I don't even see it.
Tolani.
I just hate people
Oh
these
my
days.
God, Tolani, leave
And
it.
people still hate the fact that I hate
Tolani, let me.
like Melody
Oh my God.
and Yum Yum.
Let me get there. So Dennis used to be Buju Light. So he's not Buju Light anymore because he got older.
Baby Buju.
Stop, please. That's not.
Buju Kid.
Don't show that narrative out there, please. Just yeah, that Buju thing that you keep mentioning. Let's just keep it somewhere.
Lies.
Buju Benson, my guy. That's my guy.
But like,
how are you, Dennis?
man, I'm good. Happy to not be dealing with you both industry thing as much. So happy for that.
That sounds very, very elitist.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's what I was going for.
You don't like our industry?
No, I don't like your industry. I need like a little distance / break. Now people just text me and be like, "Oh, are you still there?" I'm like, "Nah, text Emmanuel." You know Emmanuel, so I just text Emmanuel or email him. Like those are the guys that we should talk to. So maybe next year I'll decide to like start covering music once again. But for now, like I need that small.
What do you cover now?
African politics, some culture, a lot of sports. Just doing more stuff to be a well-rounded journalist. Yeah, pretty much.
Do you enjoy it? Do you enjoy it more than when you were covering music?
I'm enjoying it right now because I'm learning a lot. But like when I was covering music, because I knew that I was really good at what I was like, there was nothing you could tell me to do as far as covering music that's related to Africa that like I couldn't do. So I didn't have like any challenges per se. Like I could spend hours just trying to crack it, and now I'm still doing the same thing. So it's fun. I'm enjoying it. I think retrospectively I'll be able to say, but right now I'm really enjoying. I'm learning a lot. So it's
you know the song that they should be singing for Dennis.
Kola Zama.
I don't have changed it. Wala boy, go. Now Google. Bro. Now Google you be, brother. Lulu, how far now?
I do.
How you do?
I do like the NDD.
So, industry baby.
Yeah.
On your Lil Nas X.
Exactly, Lil Nas X.
Okay.
Wait, did you get? Is that a shirt from?
Yeah, this is
Campaign?
Yeah.
Oh, is a Sony baby?
Be like so, yeah. It's Colombia.
Why are you saying be like so?
No, be like so. Just
say he's.
a tinge.
Fuck off. Are you going to claim your baby or not?
Microphone has
He's paying your salary.
I'm going to claim he's a Sony baby.
He's paying your salary. You understand?
I beg.
He's claiming your salary. He's paying your salary.
Actually,
You understand?
to an
Like on this
extent.
podcast, one of these days, I was talking about
To an
Drake
extent.
and Kendrick, and then I realized that
That is,
you know,
if not.
I
Anyway,
mean, he did brag about it. I'm not the one that said it. He said, "Lights in the Universal building keeps flickering because of me."
Yes, no.
He said it.
and when you people carry 400 million to give him,
Bro.
I don't know what you're talking
Bro, I'm
about.
sure that
Let's focus on our podcast, please.
exactly. We're not here to talk music.
We are here to talk. Melody, is this getting too much for you already?
You have not even said anything, sir.
Yeah, gungun.
You have not even started.
And you work in the music industry too. It's only
I
Dennis
don't
that
actually. That's why these days I'm always so happy when they're having dormant conversations.
Melody, why are you lying that you don't work in the
I
music industry?
don't. I really actually don't. I'm actually so happy. Like when
Where do you work? Media.
I shadow work with you people. I'm actually so happy when he said that I'm.
This is very elitist.
I get the
Why
fact,
you guys
I
so
love the
elitist
fact that I
today?
don't have to deal with you people. I love it so
Oh,
much.
you
because-
deal with music people every day.
Well, not on that way. I do comms. I don't owe any artist anything. So if they say if I see your album, I see your album is rubbish, is rubbish. If I don't like your album, I see your album, I don't like your album.
But you have not said that.
So
in a
nobody.
while. But you're not
so
saying
I
that
have to be
albums are
listening to
rubbish.
music. When you guys talk that, I don't say anybody's music is
Man,
rubbish.
let
I
me
can
put
just say
you on
I
that
don't
part,
like
that
it.
part. She said she doesn't listen to music that much.
I don't as much. I don't.
Should I say something controversial?
Yeah, please.
The last time somebody said they don't listen to music on this podcast, how did the
He
end?
didn't go. He didn't. What?
I said, how did the end?
No, but that's just a different conversation.
But
I
they're
said,
gonna
I
knock your soul.
don't know what.
Wala boy.
No,
go,
I literally said I don't listen to music as much as I used to. I don't.
It's okay.
I don't as much.
That's
I don't.
fair.
That's actually fair.
But me, no. I cannot do it.
I don't.
I can't not listen to it.
But I was so pleasantly surprised when, because one album that I know that people have been talking about and raving about on social media, and I've not seen one single bad feedback about the album, is Victony's album.
Yeah.
And a lot of times when people hype an album a lot, these days it's difficult on Twitter to know when something is organic or when they are just activating Twitter people to come and tweet and
Facts.
say. Especially the day that the album drops. You don't know whether people that are saying, I saw somebody that was tweeting about an album 12:02. The album dropped at 12.
But they probably listened to it before that.
You are not a music head.
You know that
If you
now?
like, no film.
You are not a music. You are
If
not
you
a,
like.
You don't belong to music Twitter to send your album before. I just know that you were paid to say that. So I feel like even
But
for,
Melo, do you know that even the influencers get the music before
I know.
journalists now?
is it all the influencers?
The powerful ones
That's
get
what
the
I'm saying.
music.
Like, you're
before
not one of them.
Oh, is the person not a powerful?
No.
And why are you following the person that's not
I'm
a
not
powerful?
following you.
Oh, for you page.
I don't. Yeah, because I don't.
Man, you
I
need to
don't.
clean your for you page.
I don't even look at following. I only look at for you page.
You need to clean your square
Actually
for you
don't,
page.
to
You need
be
to
honest.
touch your algorithm. My like I want powerful influencers.
I don't even
So that
want
might
to.
be powerful.
You know
men,
why?
my friend.
I intentionally don't because I don't want to see I don't see biased opinion.
Did you see someone that said we should not speak Yoruba on the pod again?
I saw it.
Yeah, sorry. Emma Binu.
Like, that's
We'll
actually
do start doing Wazobia. I need to go and learn Hausa and Igbo now.
Sorry,
But that's what I was saying. So when people were talking about Victony's album, I'm like, I haven't listened. And I wanted to listen so badly.
Yeah.
But these days I have to schedule everything. Oh, I'm going to listen to this at this time, but I've not had time to. So today, a playlist that was created by one of our influencers. She added Risk. Victony's Risk
Bedu.
to the playlist. Get Ready With Me playlist. And I was just listening to the playlist, listening to her choice of music, and I heard that song. I was like, what?
That's the first time you heard it.
That was the first time I heard it.
Risk.
So
And
you
that's why I
see
said
that record,
I
right?
genuinely.
Immediately I hear it,
was like,
it takes me straight to Fiend.
So no, it didn't.
It takes me
doesn't.
like. So the thing is, I've not listened to the album
Oh,
properly.
I can hear about the cadences. I don't hear it with.
I've not heard the album properly, right? I've picked one or two.
It actually takes me to. It takes me to that Nicki Minaj song.
Which one?
The one that blew up last year.
Which one?
That had the same cadence.
Is it the one that she was singing, rapping?
Yeah.
Kind of the song. Is it the intro on the album?
No,
It's not the
it was a
I know
hit
the
song.
I know the
It was a smash hit from the album.
It was a really big song.
Yeah, it was a massive.
No, but
I'm gonna-
that so the thing is,
I think it was a Uzi verse or something.
I've only
trying to
just seen
open
that project, that
Is
risk.
it Are You Gone Already?
No.
But Risk is like people are doing like dances to it.
Yeah, I'm seeing
That's
it on.
that
I'm
girl.
seeing like the activations, right?
Yeah.
And like every time I
not
see it, I
But
first
is
think
it
it's Fiend.
everybody?
Everybody.
Yeah.
Reminds me of everybody.
Yeah.
It reminds me of everybody. But I can see the thing. So the guy loves music. If you speak to him, you understand that he thinks. So there's a chance that maybe he was inspired.
Maybe it was just influenced.
The album
But the
is
question
so good.
is, do you?
So after that song, then I went to play the album.
Oh, you don't like the album? Yeah.
That was the first time. Like,
Shout out to me and KD. I am the real. We had a conversation before the album dropped, and I said, "Listen, this is a brilliant album." I told him this, and the most important thing here is this: do you think Victony? I'm asking all of you now. Do you think Victony? People are not. There's nobody that said anything bad on it because Victony doesn't have haters.
doesn't have haters.
I think nobody else. Nobody
I
else.
cracked it, didn't I?
Wait. No. I think nobody has said much about it because it's not as everywhere as a Victony album should be. Right.
I don't agree with that.
I don't agree with that. First of all, I think what you're missing is like the full trajectory. Like Victony SoundCloud like was rapping and stuff like that. Then next thing he does this EP where he's singing.
Yeah.
And like that's what really brings him up. The next thing the accident happens and like a lot more people are tuned into him. And he drops Apollo.
Hits.
Yeah, he has like a bunch of hit songs. And I think the thing is albums they can be really fickle things in the sense that you drop and like everybody's like, oh, this is really nice, and like they've turned their head. And with Nigerian music industry is right now, like everybody waited, like the big guys waited, and like it's back to back now. Like Arasta started, like Tems, everybody one by one.
Which is what I say.
So the part about maybe it not being everywhere, I don't really.
So
I don't really agree with that.
what I mean is
getting the hype that it deserves.
I think it's a really good album, like Tolani said, really, really good. Even my flatmate was saying that before I literally left, I was like, oh, I listened to this Victony's album, it's really good.
So good.
But it's really, really good. I think it could use more attention, but I think part of that is probably because there's so many really good songs that did not pick the one. Like you said, you've seen the Risk Activation, but before then, like was doing these videos around Bastard
Don't Be Silly.
So like I think when you pick the one that you want to pick, and at the end of the day, as much as everybody's dropping albums, you still want like 2 hit songs of that album. So like if you're doing one and that one is popping up somewhere, like your attention is going to be.
So what I'm saying from that is because of like what you said about so many people dropping music, I feel like it's drowned out.
So you don't owe me a bottle of Jameson. Speaking about music.
I've given you that bottle.
No, you're not giving me.
I've not.
No.
Tolani, right?
haven't I?
Conversation, really?
I just
It's
like,
alcohol. I like Tolani.
No, actually, I think I have.
No, you have not. Continue.
No,
my
but no
God.
worry. Jameson to one see you.
Chivas.
Okay, cool. Shiva Samara. But yeah, I think it's drowned out because there's so many projects that have been like it's almost like they released the Nigerian entertainment music scene. I said H2, everybody go, and everybody has since like.
Why do you think that is?
Everybody was chilling till the end of Salah now.
Why?
Why? Because you want music is products. You want people to be able to use your products, right? You want people to be in the mood or the
Right
headspace to
You
use
don't
your
think it has
product.
something to do with summer?
I mean, in previous times, people would drop. So all the times when Salah or Ramadan was in June, July, people would drop before summer because then you're supposed to go on tour.
Yeah,
You're supposed to go for
The events.
festivals, right?
Yeah.
But this year, when it was in April, you can't. Or it was April now, right? you can't really do that and sabotage yourself, because as much as you want to go outside of Africa, right? Your primary base is still Nigeria. So if you don't pop in Nigeria, nothing for you outside.
Not for Nigerian artists, they don't think like that anymore.
More often than not, is what will
happen. They are wrong, but they don't think like that anymore.
More often than not, that's what will happen. So I'm sure that's why a lot of people chilled and waited till after that Ramadan to start. And then it's so much music out these days. It's
ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's insane.
I agree with you, and I agree with Tolani too. I feel like most people chilled till the summer festival thing to drop the music because they wanted to get booked in those festivals. I also agree with you that. I also agree with you that the reason the music is not. Did you say the reason he's not getting? No. I don't agree with you that the reason he's not getting haters is because the music is not as loud as it should.
No. I'm not saying haters. I'm just saying attention.
Okay, I agree with you that the music is not getting attention as much as it should, and I also think that I don't agree that it's because a lot of songs are out at this period in the now, because Irasta also dropped her music in the middle of a chaotic music releasing season, and that album still got attention. I think that I feel like it is in the promotion around the album. I don't think it's about plenty songs being dropped, because I know that the period Irasta dropped her music, it felt like that was the only thing we were hearing everywhere. People were talking about it endlessly. The same thing with Tems. I feel like it was in how the music was marketed. I don't think it's because a lot of songs dropped. A lot of songs will always drop, or they did for a while now in the music industry. But some songs and some albums still get spoken about religiously on social media due to promotion, or also people loving the album. And I feel like these days, the level of promotion that artists used to do back in the day cannot be enough now.
No, it's not.
You have to do extra. So if you had a different format or a different period of time where you do your promotion back in the day and trying to use the same format now, it's not going to work, because the amount of songs that people drop now will drown whatever promotion you're doing, because it's not as loud or as large as it should be. So I think it's just a promotion.
Sorry, before you go, do you not think that Ira and Tems have been, for the level that they are, right? They had that 1 week of their drop. Don't you think that as of right now they are being drowned out?
Yep.
Ira has been drowned out.
Ira and Tems.
I don't think Ira has been drowned out.
Right now.
It's
not as loud.
It's like three conversations, right? We're talking about Victony's album, we're talking about the reception of Victony's album, and we're talking about how people get drowned out. Let's be honest.
Yes.
Unless you are Ashake, and before you dropped your album, you had a string of fucking hits and you monopolized the entire industry, it's unlikely that you drop an album and you're going to monopolize everywhere. And then even after, it's not going to be just about you now monopolizing the industry because you release an album after a string of hits. The album has to be great, right? So where people are finding things that they like, right? And then when people are finding things that they like, your company, the company that you're assigned to, then has to push the right song. It's very important, because there will be a time, no matter how much of a nice build-up you have, no matter how great the album is, it's not going to sustain itself. Hits will sustain the conversations. Now, with someone like Victony, right, I think a lot has to do with the fact that it doesn't have haters. I think
doesn't have
haters.
That's like people are not talking about the music as much.
No, I think that's a thing, right? Right, you need a little bit of hate sometimes. Let's be honest. A little bit of hate affected the conversations around the Rema album. There were a lot of rival stand bases that had a lot of unpleasant things to say.
Yes, of course, yes.
Do you understand? A little bit of hate is good on social media, on digital. Now, the unfortunate thing about where we are as a people is that we are in the earliest days of an industry that is fully driven by digital. Either you like it or not. The traditional platforms don't have as much power anymore. And even in the digital era, the blogs don't have as much power anymore. So it's mostly social and DSP. That's just the truth. The traditional platforms cannot, I don't know how to say this without hurting feelings. I think it's just the truth. And I'm not even trying to hurt feelings by saying it. I'm not trying to be insensitive. Nobody knows what I'm about to say. The truth is, the traditional platforms cannot blow songs anymore. They can only amplify and sustain.
So, okay, I get.
You understand?
I get that.
like Melody knows about. I think I should just say. I've been trying to say it for weeks, but I think I should try to say it. Radio cannot blow a song anymore.
God.
So here's what I think, right? So let me break down what she just said. First thing is,
Dennis, why are you doing that?
even Ashake,
Even anything. Sorry, continue, Lolu.
even Ashake is drowned out because he dropped.
I don't know why he mentioned Ashake. I was just like,
No. I was talking.
You were just referring to his 20. Okay.
Okay.
That's one.
Okay.
I don't wanted to point that out. Okay. But
Sorry, please let me finish my point so that you can.
Yeah.
I wanted to just jump on the radio points, right? Because
No.
I understand.
Just let me
Okay,
just
cool.
finish my point. So with Victony, right? The first point is Victony is a star.
Yep.
But it's not a superstar yet. Right? When you get to the level of superstardom, a lot of things come with that. And part of that is haters. And part of that is that you can monopolize attention. Now, a lot of people, just because it's not on the superstar level yet, and because of his story that Dennis was mentioning, the story is very admirable. And now, when it ascended into the realms of a star, it was on the back of both talent and a lot of sympathy. People wanting and rooting for him to succeed because, unfortunately, it came on the back of his accident. Now, the good thing about the boy is that Victony is also not problematic.
Yep. He really just does.
He's not problematic.
Just does his
He just does his music. He's friends with everybody. Nobody has a problem. Victony has spice, so don't get me wrong. When he came on this pod, you can hear it.
Not necessarily.
He has spice.
I don't think so.
Listen to the pod again. Trust me. He has spice. Right? He has things. You remember the conversation with Omale some time ago?
Okay, cool.
He has spice. He has some spice, right? But it's not his brand. And the good thing about him and his team is they don't project that spicy side. It's more about the music, the very amiable personality, even
fashion
the vocals,
sense.
the fashion. Even the vocals are very friendly, right?
It's so good.
So it now means that because of those things and the fact that he has not ascended into the level, by the time you reach superstardom, there is no way you're not going to have it. So the good thing about that is that you can release an album that is great and most people are not detracting it. Do you understand? I think it also happened with somebody that Lolu might not like Lambert.
Who?
I think as good as Timeless was, right? Because of did you see any bad review of Timeless?
Because I did not. I didn't see any bad review of Timeless, and I don't think it's off sympathy. I think it's
I'm
off.
not even saying. See,
So I know where you were going.
empathy. It's not even sympathy.
I don't think so. I think the album was just
I
really
think
good.
The album was great,
Yes.
but people didn't have anything to say about it because the timing of you saying something bad would have been wrong.
Do you think that is his best album ever?
That's a good
Timeless.
question.
Yes.
That's a very good
That's an easy answer.
His
from
answer.
Me. A Good Time is his best album.
Yeah.
So actually,
I'm comfortable. That's
Over
the best
Timeless.
album. Like if you go back and listen.
wait.
You know, so let me
He
tell
has
you.
a point. I can't lie.
Let me tell you.
He has a point,
so-
but you have to actually think.
So last year I interviewed Davido and we're talking, and like I sort of asked him, but he didn't answer. And like obviously you think about those things. Sure, you understand. There's people that will tell you a better time because Fame was.
No, I don't think anybody will say a better
No,
time.
there's some people that will probably tell you.
It's
Like
not
I have one or two friends that
I think
definitely
that's-
will.
A better
But
time.
why I would say a good time is
it's not
a good time. I think Davido was quick to move on from it because it was the narrative around it was 7 years he did not drop album. He finally dropped album after dropping many hits. So it was like, well, I'm moving off of that. I've dropped the
think
album.
that was a mistake.
I already had the sound. I think that was a mistake too, personally. But every time I go back and listen, I'm like, this album is incredibly coherent.
Yep.
It is well executed. It is well executed to the T. Like you can literally pick any song from that album, play it randomly, and like I know where this song belongs.
Now I'm going to.
You can't take any song from A Better Time and be like, oh,
Yes,
this significant.
I
Like,
agree.
A good time is literally
It's
a
more
good time.
coherent.
Like you
Yes,
can
it's a
tell
good
that
time.
it's very, very coherent.
It's a good, but
Sorry.
Please go. Melody, please go.
sorry.
Sorry.
I think Timeless is the best album for me.
Fair
from
enough.
Davido.
I can see why you're saying that.
What?
I am sure
I
that's
can see
not
the point.
recessive bias.
Nope.
I can see
I'm
the
a
point.
big fan of A Good Time. Do you understand? That was a brilliant album, but Timeless.
I don't think Timeless is as
I think
I think a good
as a
time.
body of work.
Exactly. Thank you for saying as a body of work.
As a body of work, I would hear that.
As a body of work,
I would hear that.
A Good Time was a really good album.
a good
And
time.
the flow of
I
the
don't
song
think
to
A
the
Good
other
Time-
one.
Thank you.
I might not say it's I'm not going to say it's an excellent album.
Yeah.
But in Davido's discography,
Of
That's
course,
the
that's
one.
what we're talking about. In the
So-
Davido's discography.
Okay, that was an EP, but that's by the way. Victony, before we go ahead from the Victony conversation, first thing,
I
radio,
have a
right?
question for you people on Davido, by the way.
Yeah, first, me.
Everybody.
We move radio, right? So here's one thing, right? A lot of times people forget that
It's not just Lagos.
exactly.
I hear you.
And I understand you saying radio is unable to break an artist or break a record. But I understand, but there is also the fact that it's not many of us that are actually streaming.
I hear you.
Yes.
So
I can
it's
afford. There's not many of us that can afford to be streaming.
Lolu, it's not the streaming part, it's the discovery part.
yeah. So even like the discovery, that's what I'm
Discover
saying.
on streaming platform.
No.
You reference streaming
I'm
platform.
saying what I'm
Discovery.
saying.
I said digital. I said social media.
So that's what I'm telling you. That's what I'm saying. Because even if you check like your analytics, one of the first things you check is your Shazams, right? Where are the Shazams coming from?
I don't think a lot of them are coming from radio.
It's coming from radio.
They're radio now. Most times people discover songs on radio and then they Shazam and then they actually utilize on the streaming.
I think I've
platforms.
actually mentioned this on the pod before because I'm having flashbacks to where I said something about Lagos and other parts of the country. I think on
Yes,
the episode,
the last episode you explained
Yeah,
that you feel
I
like
think
traditionally
So-
radio has power outside of Lagos.
Yeah, so here's the problem. I hear you on the impact of outside Lagos. But those places outside Lagos cannot make hits.
I disagree.
They can't. When I say hits,
In what sense?
I'm not saying local hits.
Okay, global.
Do you understand? There are chances of Lagos inspiring all those places. Lagos, not even just Abuja, can't inspire everybody.
Yeah.
If Abuja could inspire Lagos, Odumodu would not. If Abuja could inspire everybody, Odumodu would not need Lagos.
But
Yeah.
he said Lagos didn't make him.
I can hear that. I can hear what he's trying to say about that.
It's two different things.
But it's two different things. But when it needed to explode, you come to cosmopolitan cities. There's a reason why Yo Gotti is going to leave the South to come to New York for Breakfast Club interview when he wants to release an album. There's a reason. Right? There's a reason why I'm talking at the height of Breakfast Club, by the way. Not maybe not.
Even till now.
Please, I beg, even till now. Which kind of height?
Even till now, I still did watch them
Are
every
you
day.
joking? Please.
Anyway, the point is.
Charlemagne has become.
Oh, Allah. The point is.
He has
The
become
point is, yes, but when you really deep it when you realize that even outside of Lagos, the job that those people are now, the job that radio might be doing is still very important because nothing can amplify and make your music travel like radio. Nothing in this country can.
That's
Maybe
not
even in Africa,
That's not true.
aside from SA.
TikTok.
TikTok can't. How many Nigerians are on TikTok?
Okay, I'm gonna
That
real quick. I
Yeah.
was in Ibadan 2 weeks ago and I heard Odile so on the radio and I'm like, there's no way anybody in Ibadan is playing Odile.
But somebody was playing.
It was on the radio. Like I'm like,
See, let me
people
bust
don't-
your head.
who's
I'm an
listening to
Ibadan
Odile
boy.
in Ibadan?
Trust me, there's a lot of people.
But Ibadan is also a cultural hub. For
It's also a
lot of things.
cultural, but I'm talking
I
about like,
understand, right?
I
But
get
like,
what you mean, but as far as
but
like,
like-
perception, it's like because obviously Ibadan has produced like wonderful talents.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that one is not even this. Like, but like I heard the Odile song, I'm like, it came on after like the new skills song, and I'm like,
How?
oh. I'm like, okay, fair.
you probably heard it on Beat FM,
But wait,
right?
I
And
don't even know the reason. I just
it's probably Beat
Probably
FM,
Beat FM.
but like that's how they
so,
do.
but
Yeah.
like you said, it's good for amplifying. I don't
think it's amplifying.
I don't think.
I don't think it's break.
I
do you
don't
think it's
think
the
it's
most powerful. Like he said, like I disagree.
So I kind of agree. I kind of agree with what Tolani is saying in the sense that if you're gonna break a record now, first thing we're going to talk about, you'll start talking about TikTok influencers and Instagram. Like that's the first thing you'll start talking about.
Influencers,
yeah,
There's a reason why that's the first thing we'll talk about.
Yep.
Because honestly, the truth is, a lot of the time radio plays catch up,
Yep.
especially in the last 2 years.
Yep.
Yes.
But I'm not saying.
I think it's-
that's why I
I
said
think
kind
in the
of.
last-
I'm not saying
I
I
think the
agree
last
with
10
Simple. I'm not
months.
saying you can't break an artist. Like when Omokwe came out, I knew Omokwe for like 2-3 weeks before like radio. Before I started hearing it on the radio.
Yeah.
Granted, I'm not like a radio person like as I was maybe 7-8 years ago. But like I feel like radio played catch up to Ashake rather.
Yeah.
Of course.
So catch up, sorry.
Was it that?
It's one of them things. You don't drink.
Nah, it's not the drink. But yeah, radio was playing catch up to Ashake. And I think that's not a bad thing.
I don't think so.
It's not a bad thing. But like
so.
Tolani said, I sort of agree. I don't fully agree that you can't use the radio as like a primary tool. But like there's a reason why all the artists will still go. Everybody, before Rasta dropped the album, before she left Nigeria to go to the US to do her promo, she went to like 3 or 4 radio stations that I know.
So are there songs that blew up on social media using TikTok that radio did not even
I would say one thing. I think the last artist that radio blew is Omale.
Yep.
After Omale, every other person had to.
There's so many songs that you hear on TikTok that you would hardly hear on radio. And also, let's not forget that the songs that have a higher chance of penetrating outside of Lagos to radio stations outside of, there are certain songs that blow up in Lagos that have a very low chance of being played in other cities. Take for example, how many songs by Alte artists would you play outside of radio, outside of Lagos? How many extreme, do you get, there's some songs that are too, I don't want to use the wrong words, it doesn't sound like being condescending.
You can't judge,
this song does not.
You can't judge the niche with against the mainstream.
Yep.
Okay, I hear that. I'm just saying that.
Otilano, Motimwe.
I hear that. No, I'm serious, I hear that. But I just feel like there are certain songs that sound the type of way that you have a higher chance of hearing in Lagos than some radio stations because radio is about relatability. Yeah. If they feel like this song is too bougie,
and it's not going to get resist,
they won't play it. Yeah. Ashake could be played in all those stations because of the relatability and the language. There's no language barrier. Do you understand? There are certain places that they won't play some songs.
And because it was hot, it's going to play in the southeast.
Yeah.
So sorry, Lolu, you have something to say?
So what I just wanted to say is, at the end of the day, right? I get what you're saying with digital being like taking the lead right now.
The earliest days.
And I understand that, but I just don't really. So when I project, obviously you want to see like in the near future this and this and this and this, but like the reason why digital can become like fully like the only or primary is when we get to a point where smartphones has fully penetrated Nigeria.
So internet penetration in Nigeria, sorry to cut you. Internet penetration in Nigeria is close to 40% now.
Close to 40% now.
It's not a lot. I think the global benchmark is nearing 70% now.
Exactly.
Right? But 40% of Nigeria, if we're really 200 million people, or over 200 million people, is about 80 million people. That's a lot of fucking niggas, right? Now, the problem is this. What you need to think about is around 54.6% of the country is under 19 years old. What's the demographic of TikTok? So it means that people that are making hits are not us.
Mm-hmm. The Gen Zs.
They are not.
They're
not the people in this room.
What do you mean? Like, wait. I'm still Gen Z. I'm Gen Z. Yes.
Oh, yeah, you are Gen Z.
Gen Zs are the ones with buying power now.
Dennis, are you?
I'm elderly person.
Dennis, you are not that old. You are Gen Z.
I'm very Gen Z.
If I hear,
you are not Gen Z.
No, I'm 97. Gen Z starts from 97.
Fuck, nigga.
These are actually the ones like with the.
It's not even Gen Z. It's Gen Z that's close to Gen Alpha now.
I know.
Like Lolu is an Arubo. You understand?
Like you are the Gen Z we're talking about.
Your traits are millennial. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Tolani, I have a friend.
Yeah.
She's 24 and I'm like, she's always telling me that she's old and I'm looking at her like, if I slap you, they give birth to you in 2000.
Jeez. Can you shut the fuck up, nigga?
2000.
I watch Euro 2000, bro. I know that Patrick Cliver's 46 goals are Euro 2000. You're very mad.
So it's like, I mean, I get what you're saying, but like, you are nearer to us than them.
You are nearer to us than them.
No. I'm one of.
Nigga, fuck off.
I beg, go and sit down, Jerry.
How did they? Sorry.
No.
No. You know, you see, millennial.
Like this.
It's like this.
It's the struggle.
I got it. Not like that. It's like
that's it.
This is it. I get it.
Yes.
You know,
that's it.
So, like, you were about to say something.
No, continue.
So I don't think. So all these platforms. So a lot of young people, they are the people that are making the hits. We are not the ones.
No, obviously, pop culture demography has always been the youngest. So 18 to 25, right? Shout
out to AOC. I'm about to give him a quote that I think I heard from him as early as like 10 years ago. Culture is violent.
Culture is what?
Violent.
Yeah.
It is fucking violent, right? If you are not careful, it's going to fucking destroy you.
That's why I feel like people should be aware of the changing times and just stop being.
You can't hold it. You can't control it.
I think I've talked about this thing before.
Yeah, we talked about this thing before.
Like, and it happened during that alter time.
Yeah.
Because everybody was like, what are these guys that are like, bro, like, it's not for you. Go and sit down. Like, I'm not going to mention any names, but like, she went on a podcast there and she was like, oh, wow, these guys, they're not getting artist development. I'm like, they are not singing for you, bro. Like, these people, like, those kids were literally doing it for their secondary school mates.
They were even going through the actual artist developments for their own
real time.
For their own people, yeah.
No, they went through the artist development, but it just wasn't the orthodox artist development.
It was exactly, it was not the orthodox.
Before we get into alter, we're going to get into it. It's the right audience for it. Thank you. So about this situation, I just wanted us to round.
You've not rounded it up since.
No, give me a second. Fuck. Now, if you don't fuck out of here with your split skirts, what slits? You shoe better. Now,
my shoes always the lowest hanging.
Bro, like you wear some nice shoes. Where Bukola just get you a shoe in December, I'm like, but the shoe makes sense. It's your style.
Exactly.
And that's the problem because everybody knows that you shoe better. Like say you get high challenge. Anyway, so but I think that the issue is what young people are participating in.
Yes.
All of us in this room, we don't use our TV for anything other than football.
I don't even use TV.
You don't even use TV at all. Do you understand?
They watch CNN.
Nigga, fuck off. What's the time you spend on CNN?
I watch Arise on YouTube, actually. I watch Arise on YouTube. I can't.
Yeah.
Recently, I spent a lot more time on YouTube.
Because you are watching American times. Now, another thing is, you might spend time on your TV for Netflix, Showmax, YouTube, Amazon Prime. You can Prime Video rather. Sorry, you can spend the time on YouTube on TV for those things, but you're not spending time on TV to watch all the music channels.
Yep.
Right. So it shows you that young people are probably not doing it. Do you know the number one show on MTV now? Ridiculousness.
On the actual MTV, not Biz.
MTV, right? As the show that is fine MTV, according to a report that I read last year on Trapito, is Ridiculousness. And Ridiculousness was shot like over 10 years ago.
Yeah.
You know why? It's
actually
because they just found it.
Because young people just found it.
They just found it.
I actually saw that they are showing Ridiculousness a lot more recently. But I didn't know why.
So, bro, young people just found Ridiculousness, and it's funny. It's timeless content. It's not age appropriate. It's not age. It's not dedicated to one age. Anybody can watch Ridiculousness and enjoy it. So, what I'm saying now is, what young people are interested in. There is the only reason why, and if radio stations, I hope you are listening to this. If you guys really want to survive this,
why are your face day like that?
No, I'm giving ideas. If you guys really want to survive this, I'm not subbing radio. My people are on radio. If radio really wants to survive this, what radio needs to do is radio needs to incorporate a lot of digital. One, you need to have videos for all your fucking shows. I need to start cutting out teasers for all your shows. You need to start teaching like Breakfast Club. It's 2024. Two, you need to create internet versions of your radio stations. Have internet radio. Don't play on that shit.
Internet radio is not really popping.
To be fair,
it's not popping now.
It's not
popping now.
To be fair,
but get ahead of it. Now, number 3, you need to use your fucking social media beyond just posting the songs that people are playing. Nobody gives a fuck about. The only reason why anybody gives a fuck about that thing is right now is because we want to track if the music that we want to play on radio is playing on radio. That's all. That's why anybody cares about what you're tweeting.
But to be fair, right? All these guys actually post on YouTube. I think I've seen a couple of your.
My bro, it's the way they are using it. Do you understand? Like the way it's
this is like they're trying to attract 30 plus people.
Do you understand? Exactly.
Melody, does shots.
Deadly. I'm warning you.
I didn't match him. I'm giving you Ross.
But But to be fair, I hear Dennis when he says that the way it's not just about doing the content. It's, sometimes you see those videos and you feel like you're doing it for 30 plus.
Thank you. The quality of the video alone.
Bro,
my brother, where are the angles? You see how Liz Dennis shot that video for Victony's race. Shoot it on your phone self is better.
I agree.
I understand at Ozzy Cool FM or something. I'm like, why is this camera just positioned and just showing her arm? Like, why am I just looking at her arm? Like, literally, like, all I can see is her side view and her arm. And I'm like, bro, like, after like 3 minutes, I'm like, yeah, off.
I think
for me, my own is just different utility. I just want to listen to like the interview.
No, but to be honest,
so I would. I might even just play it. I might just play it and just.
I think
let me tell you. Let me tell you my routine. Then when I was younger, I start from top radio 9.9, like Tosin Bokno.
Palito, Abi.
Yeah.
You know Palito?
Yeah, no, what are you talking about?
What's it, Darugo?
And next thing, like, I think it was when I came to Lagos that they opened, like, maybe 2010.
Where are you living for?
Like, no, like, I schooled in Ibadan. So when I came back.
Where in Ibadan?
Keep that information in the back of my pocket.
Why are you?
Don't worry now.
I
went secondary school there, please. There's
which secondary school? I'm an Ibadan boy too. Don't worry, I will know.
I will tell you off the show. I'll tell you off the They're not looking for me, but I'll tell you off the show.
Yeah, owing money. Did you not play your school fees complete?
Nah. So I'll listen to top radio, then I'll skip over to Cool FM for their sports show. They had one like 7:30 to 8. Really, really great show. Like they had like several segments. I'll skip back to top radio, and I'll skip into I'll skip back to Cool FM again, then back to top radio till 11 when they have their sports show till 12. Next thing you go to Repower. I think Repower like this midday news into like music and stuff. Like literally, I could spend my entire day on the radio and I won't put on the TV for like weeks.
I hear you guys when you guys talk about the quality of videos, but I think that you guys are being should I say unnecessarily, but you guys are being
harsh
on radio because let's not forget that radio did not start out digitally.
Melody.
Wait, no.
The radio stations where they survive.
Well, I hear you. I'm responding to him talking about the quality of the content that they shoot. And I think that some of these stations actually try with the content that
I agree with you.
The station he made reference to. They
I like the content that when I really started respecting Cool FM was when they started putting Dotun and Kemi Small's morning show. The interviews that they had, they started putting them on YouTube. I was like, okay, maybe Nigerian radio is learning.
Yeah, but I think they
need to
stronger
get
interviews.
Young people to shoot those.
That was also.
Can we talk about those damn accents?
I didn't match him.
I'm tired, bro. I'm so tired. Like literally,
I think Melody is the only person on radio right now that doesn't talk with an accent.
Melody talks.
It's not even that bad.
I think I've seen like 2 of her interviews and she sounds like
I sound like this.
Good morning on radio.
I do not have a thank you so much.
Nah, it's not that.
Totally the hater. Do I have a radio voice?
Nah.
I don't.
From what I can hear now.
I don't have a radio voice.
Because I think I did chicken
Is that you talk when you call
I'm
me?
like, oh, I've heard this voice. I'm like, oh yeah, it sounds.
Is that you talk when you call me? Tolani.
That's different now. Come on.
I'm going back there.
No. So what she does is she has a street voice. She has a street voice.
Bro. You don't get his voice.
But I heard something that you just said right now. I think you are very, very mad. Are you saying that?
I actually find that I curse a lot.
But that's fine. Like, no, seriously. Let's go back to the accents. Like, honestly, like literally, you
I'm not there. Please,
I have okay. I get it. You probably went to like, I don't know. Is it Corona? Whatever
Oh my
people
God.
went. Like, yeah, fine, yeah, have fun. Like, do your thing. But now it's like, bro, like, do you know that SDC song where this guy says, "Where are you from?" and the beep says, "You're like Pajo." My friend told me, "Oh my God."
That's Clone Wars 2.
Clone Wars 4.
My friends called me Beyonce. Go on.
Nah, but seriously, like I think we need to address that because I mean I get it. Like even when I went to Ibadan, like I'm hearing these places talking, I'm like, I get that. I'm not saying I know educated young people in Ibadan. But I hear them, I'm like,
While Ozoluwa, they are taking shots. So
nobody's taking shots. It's not shots.
Wale, come for him.
While Ozoluwa,
I will
come for
give you
him.
his phone
Stop
number.
interrupting them.
Sorry.
No, but seriously, like, we just need to talk about the accents. Like, I get it. Like, when the
You
sound
do.
this, I kind of get it. But like, I beg. Let's
The
relax.
reason why the accents are like that is because they
But
don't.
let's hear you.
Akure.
Akure. He's not one of us.
No. It's because you don't. A lot of people don't. This is what I heard because my dad led a radio station, like at some point after I retired, and they don't want the radio to be limited to particular audiences. Because if certain accents, Yoruba accent, Hausa accent, Igbo accents are sticking in, they might affect like the bias of the listeners. So they want it to be as clear as possible. I think that's the said.
Speaking clear English does not mean you need to have an accent.
Exactly, I agree.
It's not the same.
I agree, but a lot of times because of the human condition, you can't separate both.
And I need to tell you something, Dennis. This has nothing to do with the radio presenters. It's more about the people running the station. That's what they want to
Fair
hear.
enough.
I hear you, facts.
It's not that. And those ones
Shots fired. Melody, you finally have an opinion.
Are we actually? I mean, we're going to sound really old right now. But did radio fall off? Like in terms of like just because I could literally
I don't
like
think
listen
so.
to the radio and like people are talking, they're having really good conversation.
Do you intend to go back to radio? Sorry. Don't answer. Dennis, go back.
Now I was going to say that like before I could listen to people talking and like on the radio for like 3-4 hours. That's like they don't cast you. I really want to hear people talking about what? Like what are you talking about?
I still enjoy some shows on radio though. I still enjoy what that man something Disu.
Is it still on
That talks
radio?
Is this still on radio?
I can't tell.
In the morning?
I'm up by
No, it's been a minute too. It was when I was doing.
There was a show that I had with Folu Storms that year when I used
That's
to write
another
down,
radio
when I
link.
used to write down to work that year.
That's another
Bro, I used to hear that thing on Danfo. That man had fire to give.
Yeah. It was
Folu-
good times. It was
And
good times.
Folu, like that was a great show.
I don't think it's a really radio falling off thing. I think it's just attention span getting shorter.
It's
And
still
people
radio
have-
falling off.
It's not attention span.
No,
People
it's still-
people
you
have
can package it anyhow you want.
people
about
have
going
diverted their attention. So instead of
So let's
watching,
go to your question.
instead of listening to radio, people are listening to podcasts now.
Yep.
So
and
it's-
that's why I'm advising radio to come on digital. Like there are various avenues. Come on social media. The way you are shooting your content must be shot by young people that is tailored to the way young people want to watch content.
You guys are just being
Give me a
dishonest.
second.
Okay.
Now, the third part is the content is by itself needs to be in podcast format. Do you know when Breakfast Club became a podcast? Do you remember, Dennis?
Yeah.
This was like 2016, 2015. So not just Breakfast Club, Ibro in the morning.
Yeah, you bring the money, yeah.
Like LA Lakers,
one on
what's the show of
97.
LA Lakers? Sway's show, Sway in the morning.
The one on
They were-
97.
all of them were
Yeah.
podcasts, right? This is the time. Any radio station that is smart, this is the time to start fucking pivoting. It's the digital drive, and like, there's no reason why you can't have regular radio and have internet radio. Internet radio is not taking off now, but it will
your
Again,
point.
in like a
point.
year or two.
sorry, before you say, I need to respond to Tolani. You guys are being so harsh on the radio.
Okay.
And it's so dishonest. Radio stations in Nigeria cannot be swelly. You cannot be swelly.
No, Melody, I'm not asking. I'm not
I
asking them.
know,
to
I'm
be-
not especially saying
I'm not asking them to do
Wait,
that.
people should please. It cannot be swelly. It's intentional.
I'm unforgettable.
It cannot be. It cannot be.
Stop stressing Melody out.
It cannot be.
That's what I'm here for.
It cannot be Chapman. It cannot be Shalaman.
Shalama.
It cannot be Shalama.
Wow.
Because there is NBC. Do you think radio?
I hear you.
Do you think radio broadcasters don't want to go
Hey,
on?
but Melody, what does NBC have to do with pivoting?
You are censored.
No, pivoting.
No, radios can never be.
But that's on air. Melody on air.
Let me explain now.
Okay.
The interviews they will have on radio
Will be censored.
that will be censored. There's so many things that radio presenters cannot say. Radio presenters' salary be getting cut every month for having an opinion.
Yeah, facts.
No, they'll tell you has to be neutral.
Yeah.
How many presenters do you see having opinions on album and saying we don't like
They
this
don't.
album? Because the radio station wants to
Except
pander
you.
to the act.
Except you.
Shut up.
That's why they don't like
Oh,
you. They love
because
you.
because radio owners want to pander to these artists. They want the artists to come. Radio presenters too want to scale
But I
up.
can't blame them for that.
Do you understand? They want to make money.
The ratings
and that's also
and all
what
that.
happened with the breaking of artists and radio stations now playing catch up. Because at some point, one of the stations started saying play Bedu. Not be my to be discovering you and your friends.
Because I need to make money.
Yes.
No, but
So
also, do you think
they are trying to also make money? NBC be sending
Bills.
every month.
I get that, but also, do you think because like with Charlemagne, right? You can go on radio.
You're allowed to curse.
No. I think you need to hear this.
And so with him, right? One of the things he's able to do is able to go on radio
and do stuff
and tell you that this album is trash. I don't like it.
America.
Right? Yeah. But like they'll still come back the next day
and be fine.
That's another thing that.
So here's the reason.
Radio stations should also know they will come back if you have the platform.
So here's the thing, exactly.
And if the platform is hot.
Because people are listening to Charlemagne to hear his own honest opinion, right? It will go here. It will go on the radio and it will tell you.
Charlemagne now.
That's it.
Now it's still badly behaved.
It's still
very, very badly behaved.
This is that Tyler situation.
To politicians,
Are you joking?
That one is different.
How?
You can afford to. She's an African artist, and that situation, I don't even disagree with him. Essentially, you and I work in media, bro. I hate that shit. Melody, you work on radio. I hate that.
What's that?
Don't tell me what to ask. Don't fucking tell me what to ask.
I need to say this, please.
I hate it.
It is so ridiculous. It is so. It's even so disrespectful.
And that thing that you are asking, that thing you are trying to run away from, Melody, you can't outrun it.
Let me tell you what they are trying to. Let me tell you what all of this is.
Yeah.
It's laziness from the team.
Facts!
Because you won't do media training.
Facts!
If you would pay a professional to media train your artists, your artists know what to say when they get on. And do you know what? Do you know the best thing? Artists tackling those difficult conversations give you personality.
Facts!
Yeah, facts. 100%.
Ah, my God. Oh, I'm fired, my G. Fire! Oh, Tigbano!
By 6. Do you understand? What's it really? Timo.
Actually, I have.
By 6 a.m. So, correct me.
But Melody, baby, I still rate you.
Thank you, my love.
Fuck off.
A lot of artists do not have media
Why are you rating her?
Rest.
When she came in today, I said, "Oh, there's not many fine girls in Lagos. It's only you." But did I lie?
Rest.
But guys, as journalists, I feel like we do not have a lot of media trained artists and artists that their team have put in the work to train them with questions to even like try. You can even when you hear an interview, you can tell when the artist is not trying. It's like, okay, let's go.
You know my favorite thing this year is after Charlemagne asked her that question, Tyler just looked back like,
yeah.
Like, why would you do that?
This is one of, I was like, this is your moment. I skipped back like 3 times. Like,
I'm sure. I'm sure they are told her not to.
I have a hot take. I don't know who's going to be uncomfortable with it.
Oh my God.
I think Dennis knows.
Camera, like, can you guys...
Dennis knows what I'm about to say.
Wait, what?
I know where it's going.
Ira Star would have never looked back.
Are you joking? Nobody will be offended by that. Ira Star.
I knew you were going to mention that name because right now there's the whole thing of Ira Star post style. I thought it was
never looked back.
Leave all those ones.
Ira Star would have answered that question to the best of her ability.
But they also have very, very.
She actually did answer that question well.
So here's one thing, right? They have very, very, very different personalities, right?
They're not even the same. I don't know why they're even.
I think they're very similar.
They are very similar.
How?
They are very similar, but they are very similar based on like they are both Gen Zs and outlook and whatnot. But like they can also have different temperaments and different personalities. So for example, now Arasta probably would have turned out to
Bands.
She would have laughed.
She would have gested it out and just moved on.
She's such a fantastic artist to interview.
And do you understand? There's artists like that. There's people like that that they just have a flair. She's that type of person that will come in here and
Lolu you only Ade-Peter.
Guess what? And the thing is that Arasta didn't become this. If you spoke to her at the beginning of her career, she was always this
like this because she was media trained before she came out.
Aside from even the media training, she's just that guy.
She's that guy.
So the truth is, as much as you want to say artist development, media training,
you can only add to what someone has.
Exactly.
I disagree.
Actually, I think
exactly. She don't media train my artist before. What happened when she came to your show?
She did well. As compared to when she didn't have anything.
Wait.
As compared to when she didn't have anything, but you know what the interview was still.
Then imagine if she didn't have anyone.
Then she was.
I was gonna say that kind of question. Like you want to ask someone, I want to ask someone like Tems. She's gonna look at it like I feel like she has those eyes of like, I can't believe you're talking to me right now.
Tems na chairman.
Stop.
She's not here.
Stop.
Even
talking
Tems
to
laugh.
you.
Na chairman laugh.
I'm guessing she's going to answer you.
She's gonna answer you, but she
She will answer you and you feel stupid.
Nah. I don't first best part. She will answer you in a very, very like you'll be realizing in real time that you're stupid. In real time, I'm actually stupid.
And I always say
I think, sorry, Mary,
no, go on, Tolani.
but I think that's part of the problem, branding wise for her.
Oh yeah,
Ira,
actually.
Tems.
Yeah.
Not a problem.
What?
What?
Expatiate on us, please.
Please, I don't understand. I'm sorry, guys.
Oh, so I think with Tems, she came out with this mystic. There was a mystic around Tems of
You something.
oh yeah, you came out.
Match.
And I know the
Razor.
I'm not going to be honest.
But you are saying.
I'm not slandering.
I'm hearing you. You are not slandering.
You will not
We're
catch me
hearing.
slandering Tems.
Yeah.
She came out with this mystic. There was the whole thing. And honestly, when I heard Try Me,
Mr. Rebel. No, not Mr. Rebel.
when I heard Try Me,
Luku,
I already heard Luku and Mr. Rebel, but the moment I heard Try Me, I'm like, okay, this might be the biggest artist in the world one day. It's very, very possible because you know why? It's not necessarily because of she's talented,
But the voice was different.
The voice is different. The way that when somebody makes music, there's an aura.
I hear you.
Tems has aura.
Even if she didn't have this as a person, you believe that she has.
You just believe immediately. You hear Tems and you're like, okay, honestly, go and try.
Whatever she's saying, it's very believable.
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys see when? I don't know if it's the video of when she was. I saw a video of her performing Mr. Rebel. Fuck. I'm like, if the Mr. Rebel that she's singing about.
Oh my, the guy will be proud
If
now.
you hear this song, I'll be like,
If now you be Mr. Rebel,
Shout out to you.
tell me how you felt when you went. Nigga, send me an email.
I agree with you.
I don't
about
mention her name.
aura. When you hear her singing.
Let me tell you. So I think when Nitty put her on the cover, when Nitty put her on the cover with, I don't know, I can't remember. Okay, yeah, Naramali was one of the other covers. People were like, oh, it's too early. I'm like, bro, if you actually, she came to our office once when I was working at Native. She came into the office once, and nobody was acting weird, but we just knew Tems was there.
It's the way she carries herself.
She just carries herself with so much
so much grace. She's a
so
very
you just
gracious
even if you're not a big fan, you can understand those that believe her. You might not believe her, but you understand why. Okay, I get it.
I agree.
I get it. I just get it.
I agree.
The voice, it precedes her. I think a lot of times.
Oh yeah.
I think the voice does a lot of the job, right? And then there's something about her.
You think about the way she carries herself.
No, I think there's something about her that people like. There's something about her that people like. Let's just end there, right? There's something about her, and if you continue to meet that person, you are going to continue liking her. And then she makes music that, because of the voice, the way she uses the voice, and there's something about her face that is very likable. People love there was something that I saw I think I saw a page that's called Tems' Smile.
What do you think her personality is?
I think her personality
what's her archetype?
It's one of those so when you see someone you just assume that they're just not a person that you don't fuck with. They just has this fierce but chill. She's not gonna be there. Even when you watch the courting thing that she did, when she's talking, I'm like, I get it. I get it. I like her music. I really like her music. I think her album is really, really good. Too long, but really good. But it's I get it. Every song, as she's opening her mouth. Do you know when I was obviously after Trying Me, but the next moment I had was when I heard on that Beyonce album, I'm like,
the rap shit.
I was like, fair.
Incredible.
You know when you hear something, you're not even thinking about,
love that shit.
Bro, you're not thinking about whether the song is good or not. You're just I heard
the way she was going.
I just said, I get.
So Tems is one of these
enough.
artists that you don't care about the instrumentals. Have you ever noticed?
I think Simi is the number one prototype of that.
You don't care about the instrumentals. You're listening because of our vocals.
No, I think I listen to the instrumental.
No, the instrumentals are good though. I'm not saying they're not good.
I hear you, but
I'm just saying
you don't remember the instrumentals.
You don't remember the instrumentals.
I think Simi, I remember Tems' instrumental.
But is that
Wait.
You don't.
Maybe it's
That's true.
fortunate.
You don't.
I watched that.
I don't remember the production of Luku. I don't remember what it sounds like.
You don't.
Our voice is just
The first
vocals-
I'm hearing I can't remember. I remember.
Our vocals are
I remember
greatest instrument.
I hear that.
But this conversation now, let's talk about this forgetting instruments and not paying attention to instruments on the song or the thing that makes up the song away from the vocals. Why? I saw the conversation around producer asking for the turntable producer conversation and Odumodu and saying no, you're not supposed to put your name on the song. What is it with
Actually,
Melody, before you ask that question, I wanted to ask a question for everybody. I thought we were going to come back to it, but we didn't. Sorry. So sorry.
Why are you taking us somewhere back at the beginning? Let me hear.
Does Davido have the classical?
Timeless is a classical album.
Timeless will go down as a classic album.
To me, might not be business album, but that's
If
a
you
album.
if you are going to regard Made in Lagos as a classic album, you would regard Timeless as a classic.
God bless you, my brother in Christ.
I don't think that's the reason, but Dennis is a hater. Anyway,
I'm not a hater. Like, Made in Lagos is my favorite Wizkid album, but like, I don't think it's like from top to bottom. Like, there's chinks. Like, you can just be like, oh yeah, I get it. Like,
I think Made in Lagos as a body of work, I think it's a much better album than Timeless. But
You know how I feel about
I think it's like if you're talking like we're critics,
Yeah.
or we used to be critics. Anyway.
You guys are critics. Me, I'm A&R.
Yeah. But yeah,
I'm
like,
just-
no. If we're splitting hairs, Made in Lagos is a better album.
Yeah,
like in terms of
that's
like,
Timeless.
we're splitting hair critically. But like we're talking about everything all together. I'm gonna most likely take Timeless. Most
as
likely,
a bigger classic.
most likely
Nigerian
as a bigger
classic. I hear
as a
you.
bigger Nigerian
Why?
classic.
I hear you. Because it had more
That
impact.
album came out at the
Aside
time,
from
so,
like
Everybody wait.
side.
So I think two things. Obviously, the music is one thing. The other thing is narrative. When Made in Lagos came out, we needed Made in Lagos. NSAS had happened. We needed Made in Lagos. We needed it. Like
Calm everybody down.
everybody just needed that, and Made in Lagos and KPDM did that.
I hear you.
Davido came out with an album, like sort of early year. It came out. The whole thing that happened with
That was the only thing he said.
that was the only thing he said. Like I'm coming. Like he came out with this album, and the album literally just went. Like I saw people like fighting to get into CBS. I didn't go into CBS. I literally just hung around, just to like I was supposed to be in there, but I just hung around like just to get. the-
even me that I work
Feel.
in the company, I know good because I know it's in
And I want people like trying to get in there. Like
Bruh.
obviously, it can be any superstar, but like there's that album. Like Davido has always had connections with Nigerian fans.
Facts.
Yep.
Obviously,
Yep.
but that album was just more like. It just felt like as if people felt the same
Yeah.
joy of him coming out of that
Ask
dark place.
Melody about
Yeah.
her mom. Ask Melody about her mom and Davido.
No. My mom is so my mom knows Davido.
Fair.
Never met. No, it's not fair.
No, fair. I'm just saying fair because
She has never
he's
met
also
him
a stan.
before.
That's what it means.
Yes, she has never
Yeah.
met him before, but she knows Davido.
My son.
My son. She like, mommy, he doesn't know you exist. Chioma, oh my daughter. Oh, what irresponsible. I'm like, mommy, you don't know. Oh. So Nigerians actually love Davido.
Yeah.
Do you understand? And it's a thing. I think he's so loved. He's one of the loved artists that we have in Nigeria.
I think he's the most loved Nigerian artist of all time.
Yeah.
See, of all time,
Of all time, that's
time.
a stretch, bro.
that's a stretch.
Okay, wait.
Fela,
Give me a second.
Fela died, though, bro.
Wait, give me a second. So I think for a lot of reasons, a lot of Nigerians didn't see Fela as a moral bastion because of his lifestyle.
I think he was
Honestly,
more
yeah.
loved after he died.
Let's
Facts.
not talk about
I'm not
that. Let's-
slandering him, but I think a lot of Nigerians, even though they respected the art and him, what he represented, I think, but a lot of Nigerians, older Nigerians, don't even talk about Davido's flaws as a man. Even though Davido has children by 3 women, Nigerians don't talk about that.
Bro, that's a Nigerian thing, man.
Yeah,
But
but
people talk
times
about that.
have
Men can
changed.
do whatever,
Older
bro.
times, but
No,
older,
but
older
also
people.
times have changed, bro. We
Men
are a
can do
lot less
whatever, bro.
hypocritical right now.
But I think
get what you mean, but men
older
can do
Nigerians
whatever.
still.
That's honest.
But older Nigerians still. A lot of the older Nigerians came from they experienced Fela and they experienced Davido.
not the
Melody's
same.
mom experienced Fela and
No, it's not
Davido.
the same, Tolani. It's not the same. I feel like with Davido, I'm sorry. I was not there when Fela was there. I was not alive when he was popular.
You were alive.
I was
Oh, you were not alive. when
I
it
was not alive when he
popular.
was popular. But I don't think that people had front seats to his life in the way that we have front seats to
I hear
Davido's
you on
life.
that.
I think that now there is more.
You can create narratives
You
and
can
shit.
create more narratives around Davido.
I
Davido
hear
is
you.
seen as the person who is always giving, as the person who is always helping.
Personable.
Personally,
You can
there's a high
approach
chance
him.
of there's a high chance of a regular person going
hear
on
you.
social media to
I
So
tag
are you
Davido.
saying
Wait
it's right?
now. there's a high chance of someone on social media to tag the video and getting a response than any top artist.
Approaching fella in the last, and you can't even approach fella. Even if you go to the shrine, you still can't approach him. I hear you on that.
Yeah.
So, question: do you think it's not right?
No, I think to that point, am I raising P Square? I feel like everybody likes P Square.
People loved P Square.
I feel like everybody
They love P Square music. They don't like P Square
Personality.
personally.
That's a lie.
Yep.
The only time people
Facts.
guys, I
Melody
disagree.
say facts.
Guys, I disagree. Let me tell you when people started questioning the P Square's personality and started looking into P Square's personality was when they split up. Before then, nope, they were loved.
Melody, I think.
But no, I think game over P Square.
So I'm saying
Game
I'm
over
not
P Square
as
and the one that followed.
an artist. I don't think in the modern era we have artists except Two-Face, maybe. And maybe the band. I don't
Two-Face
think
was criticized a lot.
A lot.
facts.
A lot.
A lot.
But there's a reason why, aside from his talent, he kept surviving it.
The music.
I don't think so.
Huh?
I think it was because people liked him still. I think the music was great. Yeah, I agree. But I don't think it was the sole reason.
So here's the thing. Here's what I think, right? I don't think personality played too much of a role as of the times when P
It did.
Square. I mean,
It did.
The band is
Band.
prime example.
the band, yeah. No. I'm not saying that. So the band had his own, right? But like he also, in the grand scheme of things, for everybody, did not necessarily play a role. Because how many people were you seeing behind the curtain of the music?
That's a good question. I want to go back to the P Square conversation. I think P Square were loved, yes. But I don't think we saw a lot of. I think personality plays a massive role. I think the band seemed more popular because
Of his personality.
there was a sellable personality. Do you understand? The band coming on stage in a fucking tour at the Headies Award in 2006 is a thing.
Yeah.
You understand? And the fact that the band, you meet him in person and say, Mr. Endowed,
Mama.
Till today.
do you understand? It's a thing, right? With David is a product of all of that.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
And on top of that, he's a people person as a person. He knows how to handle human beings. There's a reason why people, and I think my hot take is, it's an unfortunate bypass of losing his mom early.
Tony has that theory.
That's my theory, right? I think he had to rely on people and love people a lot along the way, right? And share the love that he couldn't express towards somewhere to other people. I'm therapizing or whatever. That's my theory.
So here's the thing. I don't
And there's also
think you're
sorry,
wrong.
sorry.
I just can't.
Just one. And there's also the illusion that he is approachable. Sorry, he is accessible.
Yeah, there's also the illusion. But guess what, man?
Add
It
to-
works. That illusion works.
So that's like people.
Do you understand? It works.
It works actually.
It works.
Yeah.
People think it's accepted. No, it's not.
No, he's not. Go to Banana Island. And
Do you understand? No, if they work for events, if you sit at TV, you stay for road.
Wag back, Baju.
They go match your life. You understand? So I think the reason why I'm saying is the most loved is because I can see metrics. I'm biased, right? But my era that I like to judge Nigerian music from is 97 till now, because that's really where I can see things from. And I know a lot about history from the past, or a few things about history from the past. And at different points in history, I can't see anybody that was as loved.
That's exactly what I was about to say. I don't think you are wrong. But I also cannot point out one person and say, this person was more loved than Davido.
Yeah, I can't point it.
I think you guys stopped me when you mentioned the P Square personality thing. So
Yeah.
I'm not gonna.
You're not going to go ahead. Anyway, going back to this conversation of Davido's classic, but I think Timeless is a classic. I think Timeless is going to go down as a classic. Not because it's a great album. Not because it's a fantastic album.
There's so many, there's so many Nigerian classics that are not that great. Like,
So why do you guys call it classic?
Melody was talking about how they activate people to talk about albums by 12 o'clock or something.
Yeah.
There's one YBNL guy, he dropped his debut album. Everybody was like, oh, it's a classic. I woke up like 5 a.m. like, bro, this album just came out. And they're like, this is the best album since Moving to Moe. Go and sit down somewhere, bro. Like, Give it 1 year.
This guy has been on.
Use your art. Use your art.
So, no.
Use your art.
I know who exactly.
You know exactly who I'm talking about.
I don't know.
Yes.
No. It's literally
Fireboy.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah.
Equal to.
No, literally, like, Remember's album came out like 2 seconds ago. Someone was like, "This is a cultural reset." I'm like,
please
take like 50 seats and sit down.
Nigerian artists, you guys should please
Which
be-
one of the albums?
You guys
This one that just came out,
I
bro.
think that Nigerian
Boy,
artists
it's
should also
shy. The person did not lie.
I'm not disagreeing.
but
Boy, it was
12:02
too early.
a.m.
No, it's literally it just came out
What about
yesterday.
people that
Bro.
I heard?
Tolani, please shut up with that your argument. Shut up. Shut up.
Tolani, can you predict the cultural reset?
Shut
Okay,
up.
Tolani, you know both of us agree on something. You just both of you.
Why you
Shut
attacking
up.
me?
Tolani, both of us agree on something. Jesus is a masterpiece.
I agree.
Which one?
Jesus.
Jesus is a masterpiece.
Wait. Why?
I disagree with. Well, don't worry. There's a lot.
There's a lot of they know this one is history.
A lot of
That's fine.
history.
No, we don't
Like,
talk about this.
You agree?
When Jesus came out, before I realized it, I told him Jesus was
Over my beautiful dark
Throw this thing inside
twisted
the gutter.
fantasy.
No, you are not getting. It's not about competition.
It's like in
I
standing alone.
said Jesus was trash. This was 7-8 years ago. He said Jesus is a great album, right? And I realized it in 2017 or 2018 that Jesus is actually a brilliant album. I think that's the story.
So I think I don't know about great. I don't think it's a
It's
bad
a
album.
masterpiece, bro.
Bro,
I don't think it's a
bro,
bad album.
So let me tell you.
I know for
In the albums that he puts in museums, Jesus is top 10.
You
Bro.
guys, please, can we?
that means he has like 4 albums in
10.
top 10.
Facts.
Greatest albums of all
I'm not
time.
gonna
now.
say it's top 10.
Please stop
You know what
now.
I'm saying?
Is that-
albums that influence sound.
Hello. That same guy has My Beautiful Dark Twisted.
Why is that?
Bro, see, let's not
Wait,
stop.
wait,
Let's not stop. Let me
that
tell you, as far
guy
as
still has
recorded
Life of
music is
Pablo.
concerned, as far as recorded music is concerned, the only person you should mention in Kanye West, as far as discography, Stevie Wonder. Every other person, maybe you can put
Classic.
Michael Jackson. Every other person, tier
The
2,
Beatles.
straight.
The Beatles.
Okay, yeah, the Beatles.
But
actually,
they
yeah.
didn't last
Yeah,
as long.
They didn't last as long. Bro, Kanye West literally changed the sound like 5 times. That guy just
at
kept
least
on
4
shifting
times.
things.
Beyonce.
So no.
Actually,
First of all,
No, I don't
Actually,
want that. Let me talk.
I think
please.
First of all,
I
calm
think
down.
I think I will start from Beyonce.
Changing the
20%.
soundscape. Beyonce. Better choke and
No,
die.
I think we should
I,
first calm
I,
down.
I won't say
So I
changing
can-
the soundscape. But I would.
Lamborghini Euros are the matter.
I'm sorry.
I love you
A,
too. Wait.
a black male artist, country, doing country music.
Gender into this thing again.
Melody.
Billboard Hot
No, she's
100
going to
number
Shabba.
one.
Don't. If you like your life,
Billboard Hot 100 number one
this conversation.
because of Beyonce, a black country artist. Let's not do that.
here's what I think. I think Beyonce.
An Igbo man. Sorry.
Let's not do that.
Chibueze.
She gave us
I think,
no, let's not
I think-
electronic music.
Actually,
Gave us country.
I actually
Gave us
think
R&B. Gave us pop. Gave
Electronic
us
music. Which
dance
one?
music.
That's
That's album. This thing now.
That's
Renaissance.
what
But I think
Dance,
they started
yeah.
picking like 2013 from that self-titled album. Like it felt like
No, I think it was
she started
08.
refocusing. No, I think
No, 4.
no, I think 4.
Four
no,
is a
I
great
think
album.
4 was a
Four- I don't think 4 is a
four has
great
a
album.
temp. 4 had a temp.
You don't think, bro?
Bro, 4 is just
in the
more
list
town.
of Beyonce's
My job
greatest
is done.
album, 4 is a list album.
No.
Tolani, why did you say these things?
what's
Is
the
Tolani
least
okay?
Beyonce
Let's not do that. I'll probably put Sasha Fierce at the list one. He has these songs, but it's not a great album.
Bro, it's a great album.
Wait,
That's
Beyonce.
the-
You know Sasha Fierce 2 discs.
I know.
Bro.
That's exactly why again.
Sasha Fierce
long.
is a great
long.
album. I
Said
think
that
it's
it should be
a
too
good
long.
album.
It's too long, bro.
CJ just cut us short.
Beyonce is a good album. Who else?
I was thinking we should wrap it up. You guys, we've not talked about so many things. Please,
Beyonce is a good album.
it's okay, but I've heard about Beyonce. Please, you guys, protest.
No.
Are you guys protesting?
Before we get, wait.
Tolani, we don't have
Melody,
time.
you have time.
We don't have time.
CJ is trying to rush us.
Oh my God, Tolani, we don't
But
have time.
guess what?
Tolani, are you guys protesting? Are you guys protesting? Are you guys protesting?
8 minutes.
No.
12.
Are you guys protesting? Are you guys protesting?
Guy, wait now.
Tolani, we don't have time.
Wait.
Oh God, this guy does not listen. He never listens.
Wait. I don't think Beyonce is a poor artist.
Leave Beyonce alone. Come back to Nigeria.
Beyonce is a what?
I don't think she's a poor artist. I think she's great, right? And I think Beyonce is arguably the most popular artist in the world right now.
No, that's not true.
Yes.
In the world.
No, she's not.
Over Taylor.
She's not.
We're not talking about biggest though.
I'm not talking about biggest.
Popular, bro.
Popularity.
Popular.
Like people.
We're talking about perception or being
in
great.
Nigeria.
Bro, you can argue Taylor Swift and be like, oh, this Taylor Swift album. Like every Beyonce album comes out, if you don't like it, you just shut up. Don't talk.
Okay, so you can say
Taylor, right, is big.
And she drops like 5 versions of the same album.
Over Drake.
And the music, let's be honest. The music, if Taylor makes a hip hop album right now, and Beyonce makes a hip hop album, whose hip hop album do you think people will listen to the more across the world?
blacker person now.
Thank you very much.
so. I think the word you can use to describe Beyonce is she's the most respected artist.
No, I think she's definitely the most popular.
I don't think popular.
We're not talking about just numbers.
No,
I'm not talking about numbers though.
But that,
Not numbers.
No,
Okay, cool.
that everybody
I'm
knows
talking about
that.
popularity.
Of course, it's Beyonce. Of course.
Beyonce is the most popular.
Over Drake.
Of course.
Yes.
Over Drake.
Over Drake.
Yeah, over Drake.
I think it might be close, but I think Beyonce's
It's
drive.
very close.
I think it's more. I think for Beyonce, it's more.
Beyonce
It's
drives-
more reverence than popularity.
I'll say something.
I hear you on
I think
reverence.
Drake drives conversation. But
think it's reverence.
Beyonce drives conversation on different
Respects.
That's what I'm saying.
people layers, bro.
That's what I'm saying. For
you can talk
Beyonce, it's
about,
reverence.
You can talk about Beyonce in terms of depth.
Reverence.
You can talk about Beyonce with depth.
It's
Stage
reverence.
performance.
Not that much.
I think for Beyonce, it's
Beyonce will talk.
reverence.
If you are going across all of those categories, Beyonce.
By far.
Yes.
Yes.
But I also
Bro,
think that
Beyonce go do tour, go sell and give Amazon Prime.
it's just the way she is. It's just the way she carries herself. Actually, she's such
Sweet
a
bar.
revered
Beyonce go and
artist.
do African album. Oh my God, sorry, Disney Plus. Where no dey Africa?
Shut up.
No man.
I think it's reverence. It's reverence.
Africa, I'm supporting Africa.
So much so that when people don't like it, they can't say it. It's reverence.
I'm supporting Africa. I'm supporting.
Solani,
But
shut
Africa
brown
cannot
skin.
watch.
Yeah.
But honestly, let's talk about like objectively. We're talking about objectively, like. Bro, you can't objectively come and be like, oh, Beyonce is trash. Oh, you can.
No, you can't.
She's overrated. Overrated is such a blanket.
Bro,
Because nobody wants to
you
collect.
hate the fact that she's popping. That's all.
And also because people don't
Everybody
want to
love me 'cause I'm
Let me tell you
popping.
something. Let me tell you something. As a Beyonce,
you're a Beyonce stan, you're
yes, as a
Beyonce.
Beyonce stan, I will not come out and say I don't like this Beyonce's music.
Of course you can't.
Do you understand?
What you?
And there's so many people that cannot do that, even people that are not Beyonce stans, because of reverence. I think people just people also
people fear you people.
fear behind.
You people are toxic.
No, because she also puts in so much work. You can literally touch the hard work.
Toxic.
Whiskey FC times. Anyway.
Yeah,
Shout out
I think
to
that's
them.
Taylor's fans.
Swifties. I want
There
to
was
touch you.
What?
There was an
Swifties.
Beyonce. Beehive.
Swifties.
and-
For a writer gave a
And Babs.
Pitchfork writer literally wrote a review and Pitchfork
They
gave it like
destroyed it.
8/10. 8/10. And they came, bro. They were doxing the writer. I'm like, bro, it's me.
Over Beehive.
Listen, I'm going to post a video and be like,
Swifties.
I'm sorry.
I know. I'm like,
I retract this. Take this down. They're doxing her.
No, they
Are you serious?
Nah. 8/10, oh.
Bro, Taylor Swift
8/10.
wrote a news. Melody, you are on the table for this, by the way. Have you seen the documentary? I'm going to finish you.
No, I haven't seen
that documentary is very, very
I'm
sweet.
going to finish you.
We're about to have a
You
nice
are finished.
nice
Your
conversation.
reputation is in the gutter.
What happened?
Your reputation is done.
Tell me, what's
it's not coming back up. You are done.
What's your fair reputation?
Anyway, now, some years ago, when Taylor Swift came out and said Skoda Braun has been after her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you seen the documentary?
No, I haven't.
You know, except
Tonali said-
we're correcting you.
Yeah, Tonali
you
said
didn't
something
listen.
about-
Oh,
yeah,
no.
I remember.
You were doing supporting women, supporting
Yeah, I
women,
remember.
supporting women.
But they said that she
You are
was
finished.
looking for sympathy.
You are finished.
Is it true?
Yeah.
You are finished.
Apparently.
You are finished.
I haven't.
You
seen
are
it.
finished.
It's,
Go and see
don't
the
worry. Go
documentary.
and watch it.
I'll watch it actually.
Go and watch the documentary. When you
So
come
she
back,
lied.
apologize.
She didn't lie, but she also didn't.
Tell the
She
truth.
didn't paint the picture in the entirety.
Wow, that's wild. Well, typical Nigerian artists.
They match, man. They match. Anyway, back to what you were saying.
You guys, before we wrap up, are you guys protesting? What do you think about the protest conversation? Do you
I
think
didn't
it's-
match him. I didn't match him. I didn't match him. I didn't match
I mean,
him.
I think it
I'm
depends.
getting
It
euros.
just depends on the first day. Let's see what.
What protests are you
decide.
protesting?
the protest about that the young people are asking that people should come out to protest against bad governance
I'll
and,
protest.
and poverty?
I'll protest.
I mean, I'll even protest because I'm poor.
Ready?
Please, that's my mother. Please, my mother was telling me, I told my mother like this ago, like, mommy, you need to recognize that I don't know what you think that I am. She's like, I'm not rich. She said, You are rich in the mighty name of Jesus. I'm like,
Mountain of
mommy.
fire.
I'm
You're
like,
not rich.
do you understand? Please. But I genuinely think that what is offending me about this protest conversation is the fact that people are trying to make it a political thing and inferring that people want to come outside because of the opposition party paid them. And I think politicians that are in power need to stop doing that. It's dishonest and it's manipulative.
That's an idealistic viewpoint.
I agree.
If you were in power, you're gonna be paying people, nigga.
It's at the end of the day, that's their only.
When you get into politics, you are gonna pay.
That's their only weapon against
People
it,
are
like.
protesting because people are hungry. And I feel like refusing to have that conversation.
Melody, you
I
said
don't
people
know.
are hungry, Abby? Mm-hmm. What's going to solve hunger?
Money.
Okay.
Please read this thing.
Answer.
Please read it out.
We are no longer investing in Nigeria due to currency concerns.
What did me the reply?
Okay.
No, it's one found. I posted it on
I
Twitter.
saw it. It was
And
ridiculous.
I'm like, I get it. The guy just said, okay, as per. Bro,
I get it.
I get why people are protesting because this one is now found out this so.
Found that this is a tech bro.
Tech bro.
I saw the post too. Like, this is a tech bro. Like, he's not broke. People are literally pulling out of Nigeria. Like, companies are not looking to invest.
Why is it that we come on this podcast and we have talking points, but
Story.
we just a fly?
Food stuff is expensive. I don't
CJ,
know.
you need to calm down.
Food
calm
stuff
down.
is expensive. But would you guys go out though? Would you go out?
Yeah.
I'll go out and protest. I protested during NSAS, you know. I got myself there. Even though Nigeria is not.
But there's also safety concern though.
Yeah, for sure.
But
I mean, everybody's protesting. Like this week in Uganda,
Yeah.
they protested 2 days and like they literally banned
Journalism.
protests and people were just like, they just people on the street and they didn't like they were literally presenting them in court at 5 p.m. and just was like remand in prison. Like they didn't even allow them to post bail. Like just stay in prison 29 to come out.
So that's what you're enjoying. You see that you need to come back to music.
I'm learning so much. That's not the reason I'm
it's
covering.
wild,
But yeah.
it makes sense. When you start covering,
You sound bored.
But I also understand people that don't want to go out because they don't trust
You
the
sound
system.
bored.
Well,
You know, the people
somebody
literally
was
died.
shout out to everybody that wants to write the cover story.
Allegedly, reportedly, people were allegedly gunned down
Is it alleged?
at Lekki toll gate. Do you want to be gunned down?
No, I'm even saying that I understand people not wanting to come out. People
apprehension
being out.
is real.
I agree.
Because now a live man, the japa.
I agree.
So, yeah.
Nigeria is so tiring.
Meanwhile, shout out to that Odumodu situation. What did you people think about it?
What do you think about the conversation around producer? Let me just read out the tweets. Every time we do this, the reason we started late today because Tony came 45 minutes late. Let's just put that out there.
No, they will not kill you.
That's your business.
Was it 45 minutes?
I don't care. That's what I said.
Okay, cool.
He said, okay, cool. He said, okay, cool. That's your lie. Okay, fine. Let's run with it. Today we're done. We're done. It's costing us already. Yeah, he said we should go away. He said we should go away. So let me just read out the tweet as we sign out. So basically, the conversation was around the producer, KD. Turntable presented.
Why did you start?
You use that opportunity.
KD Peleo. No wonder your voice has been low this week. So okay, Turntable presented Larrylanes with his plaque for co-producing Dog Eat Dog 2 by Odumodu featuring Belashmoda and Santi. And Odumodu said he did not co-produce anything. He added only one thing on Bella's verse, which I did not ask him to add. Dog Eat Dog was fully produced by It's UC. Please go and collect your plaques back, or you send exactly the same plaques to Afro Selector if that's how you guys run your P. Journalist.
Dennis Omalo first.
Me?
Yeah, what do you think?
It's not that deep now. Like a song went 3 times platinum. My name is on the credits. I'm going to pay for the plaques. They say I'm eligible. I'm going to collect my plaques. My life is not hard. Let's move on.
I don't know what it is that it felt personal between OD and that guy and Larrylanes, which is funny because I like both of them. I have a relationship with both of them, and I don't understand why that has to devolve into a social media problem.
I'm even talking about it more from the production credit thing perspective.
Yeah, so and that's what I'm going to, because either it's a co-producer or an additional producer, he has credit on it. He's entitled to get fucking plaques for it. So you can't have a problem with the fact is that he's getting plaques for it. And if UC is also my guy, I love him, right? He also mentioned that Afro Selector. That's my guy. Bro, I'm going to call him. I'm sorry. If they are the ones that produce. They are the main producers. Then let them pay for the plaques.
KD. Oh, the phone plaque.
No, my son.
Hey, they saw work about plaque. It won't need wala.
Like, with one part that I don't understand about Nigerians, I think you guys are fucking stupid. By the way. Yeah, I'm not playing.
Like, we dey watch podcasts, you dey give us.
I'm sorry, but
You just dey.
I'm going to sound really elitist. Stop giving opinions about things that you don't have.
But who started the opinion giving?
The opinion is the opinion I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about.
Let me get there.
Okay.
You know the one I'm talking about.
Yes, I do.
Nigerians, you need to stop giving opinions about things that you don't fucking know. Shut the fuck up. Right? The overwhelming opinion of this is people are paying for plaques. Oh, everybody they collect plaque for everywhere. Reach Nigeria, to Nigeria they pay for plaques. Go and collect the platinum plaque in America. Go and see how much it costs. You stupid fuck.
It's called Wafela.
Go and collect a silver plaque since you have knowledge or there.
Wow.
No, like Nigerians are so dumb.
People just they can't watch podcast. They collect.
But I think that generally
It's so stupid.
I generally think that people should stop arguing about what they don't know.
Like, stop arguing about things you don't know. Like, why are you saying, oh, rich Nigeria? Everything you don't like. Shout out to Ileri, your guy. Shout out to Ileri XO. That's my G, right? He's the one that said, my guy, American plaques ain't free, bro. You think they are free? Go and ask Bizu and Tega maybe how much they pay for their plaque.
But I also think that shout out to the my conversation in this is shout out to producers and the work that they are putting into building their brand. Let nobody convince you that you shouldn't. Yes, you shouldn't put yourself out there. You shouldn't ask for your credit. You should not, keep doing your branding. If you put in, regardless of what you're imputing, I also feel like all these people that are doing mixing and mastering. All of you, please don't let anybody try to tell you.
Even A&R.
Everybody collect your credit. So long as you were in the studio when they produced the song and you contributed to it. Don't let anybody try to tell you that only one song will get 3 tags. So
A&R, put your tag on the song.
The person that I want to respect in this situation is Kanye West.
Make I no chop. Please,
10 people you produce on Kanye West track.
You are in the room. You are in the room. He said you had to the vibe.
See, they will drag you. A&R call.
A&R
and
Tiger Gen.
A&R is stuff on Twitter, sir.
No. This one, it's not Bila Yama. It's what's the other one?
A&R.
That one that has red and black. Sumek Fireman.
Tell them Lolu said you should put your plaque.
Lolu Shiebo.
Tell them Lolu said you should put your plaque.
Where your plaque? Where your own plaque? Where's your plaque?
You don't worry about it.
Okay, if we are plaque in it.
No, A&R supposed to call
They
it
get now.
plaque.
They get.
Did you see Shea Banks' plaque some years ago?
Oh, Fekba plaque. Oga Lolu.
Lolu lost on Olumideko.
You are badly behaved. Anyway, that being said,
Yeah.
let's
Like Lolu come with €1, one Lamborghini Euros. If you sell out, you
I didn't match.
I say €1 outside.
We're done.
Ladies and gentlemen, we come to the end of a fantastic episode of the Zero Conditions Podcast. Shout out to Dennis, shout out to Lolu. I don't know what Melody is wearing, but give me your shoe plug. I want to order something from there. Or you can pay for it actually.
also
I'll send you my next bill, bro.
You are stupid.
if Melody matcha.
I will match.
Yeah.
Put on it, please. Let's not go there. Let's not go there, please.
All right, think.
Let's not go there. That's a sad conversation.
Guys, thank you for rocking with us on this episode. Shout out to Chivas, Regal, our sponsors on this episode. Shout out to Pop Central TV, channel 189 on DSTV. You want to get at us on social media. If you want to send us an email, zeroconditionspod@gmail.com. Shout out to CJ that didn't allow us to finish this podcast. Shout out to Bagada Traffic that allowed me to be late. Why you laugh?
You say CJ is even waiting for you.
Dennis, they need you back to start talking about Nigerian music. Don't be a little.
Dennis, I miss you.
Fuck you, Dennis. I don't miss you.
I miss you.
Shout out to our lady in the back that came to support us. We really appreciate you. I can't mention your name. Shut up. Shout out to who am I going to shout out?
Shout out to nobody. Please follow us across all social media platforms at Zero Condition Podcast.
You know what I was saying?
Kilode. Tony should stop. Who cares about Tonani's face? What happened to him?
Award-winning face.
What happened to Tonani's face? Follow us across all social media platforms at Zero Conditions and subscribe to our YouTube page at Zero Conditions.
Keep dropping comments. That's also what you think about
Yes,
this episode?
actually.
About
please.
Lolu and
We're listening. We're actually
you know.
listening and we're watching.
Lolu get crashed this episode.
I see with my full chest. With my full chest.
He did.
I did now. I called him on Monday. I said I'm coming to come and lie on your podcast.
You should come.
You don't fuck up.
But it's been a good episode. Actually.
You should come back.
Thank you guys. Really appreciate it.
I
All right, guys. It's a wrap. See you soon.